Hi there, this is Jessica from Beijing and welcome to my channel. The end of 2020 is fast approaching, and how is your 2020 and what are the key words for you this year? Well, for me, I think like many people around the world, for the first half year, for myself, will be quarantine at home, stay at home and also work from home. And starting from June to July, I got some chance to travel outside Beijing to other cities, other provinces. Because at that time, the spread of the virus was under control across China. So in this video, I would like to share with you and summarize my keywords for 2020. Basically, I headed to the streets of Beijing, Changsha, and also Sanya, and talked with the foreigners who have been traveling, study, or working here in China. The first one definitely is change. Because 2020 is so special, and starting from the earlier of 2020, I think January, February, our way of living, our lifestyles, the work of our life has been changed. People work from home and a lot of public places has been closed. And basically for me, I can only stay at home, quarantine at home, and work from home, and also I need to cook by myself. I haven't seen my friends or my family members for quite a long time because it is suggested for people not to travel to different places. Well, I've noticed that starting from the earlier of 2020, there are people online blaming the first outbreak place for the coronavirus, namely Wuhan for Hubei province. And some politicians would name the virus as Chinese virus or Wuhan virus. I think we can't relate viruses with politics. So I started to do vlogs and videos and also lives on TikTok ever since February in 2020. And I would like to let more people to know what is really going on in Beijing, in China, from a normal citizen's view. Because there are a lot of misunderstandings, misconceptions, and lies about China. So I ask foreigners who have been living in China, what is your perception towards China and how do you think about China?
So you are in China, in Beijing, during this outbreak?
I think it's under control. You know, everybody has a mouthpiece, and I had planned my vacation. I wanted to visit Beijing, so I wanted to come here. I came here, no problem.
So how's your trip?
The language is difficult. It's very difficult. And it's sad because most of the places are closed. But I like it. It's amazing. It's amazing city. It's crazy. It's big, huge.
Other friends back home and call you and ask you if
they're worried. You know, the media exaggerates things. So they're worried that people are dying. What is going on in China? I'm telling them, look, everybody's at home. They're all wearing mouthpieces. So I don't think the disease is going to spread here. It may spread outside of China, but I don't think it's China. China's going to be fine.
Things that you have heard that is totally different before you come to China.
A lot of my friends, they're like, you're still there? Are they lying to us? I'm like, lying about what? Like, give me an example. Yeah. I don't know what you mean because I'm here, so I can read the news, I can ask my Chinese friends and stuff. And they're just like, about da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I never heard of that. Some stuff they'll be telling me, and I'm just like, where are you getting this information from? Oh, we see it in America. I'm like, you watch the news? Nobody watches the news. It literally has to come from a government source in order for me to be like, oh yeah, that's right. If it's just a random article and I've never heard of the website or anything like that, I can be like, well, I don't know because I don't know that website. I never heard of it. It could just be somebody with a fake blog instead of a fake website. I don't see it. I don't hear it. I'm here. I don't see it. I don't hear it. I'm here.
Second keywords would be understanding. Because for those who have been living in China, they know what is really going on. And we talked about the Chinese culture, the Chinese language itself. I also asked them what are their most commonly used English or Chinese expressions.
What are the most commonly spoken Chinese?
你好，多少钱？可以吗？
In Beijing, 都是你吹牛逼。For foreigners, 拉肚子。
Why 拉肚子? Because of the food that they're not used to?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have that problem, but a lot of foreigners I know, they kind of try Chinese food, and then they usually get some issues, and they're like, okay, now I only want to eat Western food, but doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me.
Most commonly spoken Chinese words.
Chinese words. 我的中文不好，您客气了，恭喜发财. I think that's used a lot during holidays.
Yeah, that's really nice.
谢谢，加油，牛逼.
I use the simple 你好，为什么，不客气, things like that.
听不懂.
Yeah, 听不懂.
The third keyword is experience. If you want to know a culture, a country, or a place, the best way is to come to the country and communicate with its local people and experience the local activities in local environment. And ask the foreigners what are their favorite Chinese food. The answers I have received are quite interesting because some of their answers is the same as mine.
What's the most unforgettable eating experience for you here in China?
How do you say that? Chicken legs? Chicken, yeah.
鸡爪吗? Feet.
Feet.
Yeah.
Chicken feet.
Rabbit head, sticky tofu, yeah.
I'd say maybe my introduction to hot pot. My first time for a hot pot was Haidi Lao, which of course is super famous. I love it. It's awesome. It's fantastic. And I guess as a close second would be street barbecue, Lutuar. The street culture of sitting out and having some beer and some maldo and some peanut, eating some barbecued food. Outstanding.
What are your favorite Chinese food?
I like hot pots.
Yeah,
the
hot pot
Haidi
is
Lao.
nice, yes.
Haidi Lao, I enjoy that. The one that we make for Chunjie, what Spring Fest? Yes, the dumplings.
Dumplings.
Yes, I
Yeah,
really
dumplings are nice.
That's my
And there's those
fave.
kinds of
Dipped
dumplings
in
where
some soy sauce.
It has to be the Beijing duck because I'm a vegetarian for 6 years, but I was like, I'm here now, I have to try it. It's once in a lifetime opportunity. It's so delicious. On my top 10 of food ever of all the time.
Our keyword would be wish. In the mid of 2020, I headed to the streets of Beijing in Sanli Tour, really popular shopping mall for younger generations. I asked, what is your keyword for the first half year of 2020? And also, what is your wish for your second half year of 2020? I think I have received a lot of sweet and touching answers as well. And people do not blame for what they have witnessed, what they have experienced, but somehow they are kind of appreciate for what has the quarantine given to them.
Roller coaster.
Destruction.
Actually, it's been probably the best time of my life. Even though the world is collapsing and there's problems everywhere, actually for me personally, quarantine time, I had time to really think about what do I want in my life. I didn't waste it on computer games or something. I asked myself, okay, so what do I change? And so now I'm changing and I'm feeling better and better.
The world is in chaos, but people are trying to at the same time stay positive, but it's so difficult when everybody's just in a mind state to be destructive. All we can do is live with it and try to get better. So.
Yeah, 2020, this is a crazy year, but you're still safe? Yeah, stay positive.
So what's your wish for 2021?
The borders open again and we can travel.
COVID to go away. A COVID-free year, definitely. Free travel again.
Yeah.
I wish everybody happy because we needed this. I wish peace, everything come back like before.